group that works with our special need communities and just giving them opportunities. And as Smith Pickett says, who's part of We See Abilities, is spreading contagious positivity to everyone we meet.
Wait, give me turn up the volume a little bit. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, good. All right, so Whitney, like I'm so excited to have you on. Even though that telephone call the last time, that was
Hey, you know what? We talked about it though. We had obstacles, but we still pushed through, and we still did a call last time. We just didn't get to see each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what it's about, right? Like pushing through obstacles to get your message across. So I think it was a great message. It all happened for a reason.
It did, and besides, a lot of people said, "Yeah, I wish we could see your face."
Yeah.
But here are you now, like talking with me. So.
Here I am now. I did put the crown and sash on. It's been a long day, so I do serve my community, but I'm also a working mom. So I've been at work all day, and I have 3 kids, and just doing the wife, mom, working thing. So it can be a lot sometimes, but I'm here, and it's put the crown on.
So Whitney, the importance of what's going on in today's society. I always talk about every day. Every day, I'm constantly talking about what's going on because social media, such as the internet or TV or summer, when you're out and about and you see someone physically getting hurt, how would you be a part of the situation by breaking it up? What would you do as a mom? Because you got kids, but
right.
What would you do to help the community even more, even though that you do a lot with Marcy's Miracles?
Yeah, I think that and you're asking, about kind of bullying and physical issues, but honestly, even more the mental, because I feel like with social media, that's one of the issues. It's so easy to hide behind our computers, our keyboards, and say a lot of hurtful things to people and not realizing that you are really destroying them, and I feel like that's where we miss out a lot. So yes, you can see physical and that kind of bullying, but there's also a lot of mental that takes place as well. And as a mom, I mean, it's hard to watch. As an adult, we experience this as an adult. It doesn't have to be kids. So I think we just have to be more aware of what's going on and to address it straight on. One of the things I've learned and I do for myself, and I've had an incident recently, is if I know something that's going on that's being said about me or talked about, that you want to go straight to the source and address the issue. You don't need to go to everyone else. You need to address it where it takes place and try to address it in a nice manner. If someone's doing something or bullying these kids, for my kids, I would stick up for my kids, but I would also tell my kids to be nice in return and stay away. I mean, you don't have to engage in every fight, in every argument. Somebody may want to start something, but you don't have to engage and give them that ammunition back.
Right. So, well, before I say anything else, I see people that are commenting right now.
Okay.
So, anybody, if you have a question for the guest on the live broadcast, call my cell phone number 832-236-0692 to ask the question to the guest. If you're more than welcome to call the phone. It has to do with what's going on in today's society and what's going on in today's society. Not just a random question, just like to bring society. If you have a question for the beauty queen, don't have to call because that's why we bring awareness to TV. Right?
Can I ask you a question? So I have a lot of people watching that want to, I know you have a good story, a long story, but can you tell briefly why you got into the I'm Bully Free so that they understand where this comes from?
So I'm Bully Free is a non-profit organization out of Clear Lake. Um, the director of I'm Bully Free is a veteran, and he created this nonprofit uh, in honor of his daughter. His daughter got shot about 50 times in in Mexico, I believe. She had a cliff lip, like a cliff lip, because
Left flip.
yeah, what she looks like, and so people didn't like her. Uh, it it kind of hurt Mr. Bud, and it kind of affected his his relationship with his daughter and
Right.
along with his wife. But Bud decided to create an organization. Well, I Believe Free. I got
Okay.
I got involved with I Believe Free in 2014. I met Bud through a radio station um, by talking about myself and how I got bullied off of social media, and it, it affected me as a person.
Okay.
So um, I'm involved with I'm Bully Free. I'm not only an I'm Bully Free advocate, I'm a PB speaker with my talent agency. And PB speaker and advocate is basically my work. And I post about awareness all over my timeline, telling people there's always hope. There's always somebody to talk to. Don't feel alone. So,
Absolutely. I think you mentioned her physical deformity that caused people to bully. And I think being in the pageant world, that's something we can really address because it's hard to go into a pageant. People think of beauty queen, it's a beauty pageant. There's also a component you have to have a platform and speak up for something. But in the end, it's still a platform where you are going on a stage and you are being judged. And in a way that there has to be a winner, and so that's something we always want to get across to people, that especially in a pageant or any competition, the winner that day is the true like opinion of five or more people that know nothing about you, that are don't really know that person. So it's easy to be hurt and feel rejected and all of these things when you don't get picked, or if the judges don't like something but they don't know you. And I think we as people, the first way to combat bullying in ourselves is if we're being bullied, is to be confident in who we are and to love ourselves, and to if somebody asks you who do you love, I mean, you're going to call out your family and all these people. Very rarely do people say that they love themselves, and that's not some it's hard to do. It feels weird to talk about loving yourself, but we truly have to love ourselves and be confident enough in ourselves so that if we are attacked in any way, that we don't take it to heart and it doesn't harbor and cause us to do other things, go into depression and those kind of things. So I think that's something we all need to learn. Being in a pageant, we really have to be confident in that, to be confident in who we are on the inside. But it's hard to learn for any of us. Again, kids, adults, anyone. We all have to go through that.
right. So, and so like I was saying, I'm Bully Free has done a lot. Like we go to kids events. We do like we've been to the Houston Children's McDonald's Houston Children's Festival. We've been
Okay.
to the YMCA's. We've been to uh, what was it? We went to a church like a month ago, talking about David's Law. Uh,
Yeah.
David's Law is it's kind of hard for me to say. If my director wants to call, he's more than welcome to. Um, but all I can say is that David's Law is like kind of like protective, uh, because this mom, her son, uh, died through suicide, um, and we we put out my director put out a law from David's Law, but
Okay.
I don't know much about David's Law, but he he will be willing to explain that to you what it is if he calls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think what you guys are doing, you're saying schools and all this. Like I said, I have had instances and friends who have advocated on bullying, even in the workplace as adults. We experience it at all ages, in all environments. Some people experience it within their own family. So it's not something that, again, is not going to happen to you because you're older or anything like that. It's going to be at any time in our life. So I think making people aware of it and understanding, how to combat it. First of all, not to get not to let it get to you, and then also to stand up for yourself and to tell someone. That's so important too, because I think it's, you know, especially kids, they don't want to go tattletale, or they don't want to address the issue, and so they keep it to themselves, and that's when it starts to, just kind of turn into something bigger.
All right, I want to tell everybody that's watching, hold on a second. Here's my cell phone, right? Call 832-236-0692 if you want to ask a question, and I'll put you on speaker so you can talk to the host, to the guest actually, um, on the television that you're watching on Facebook right now. Um, she has a great message. Whitney has a great message. You know, a long time ago, last year, she invited me, along with her TV host of, what is it called?
My Story, His Glory. My Story, His Glory, for the a TV show telling about our stories are for God's glory. So that's where, yes, you were interviewed after your debut, your big Netflix series Ozark, which is awesome. I told everybody that's how they're going to recognize you, from Ozark, which was a really awesome series. Are you going to do any? Do they have another? They have another one coming, right? For Ozark?
So after season 2 is over, it believes that's gonna get picked up again for a season.
Okay.
But let's see if we get a great audience.
For sure, yeah.
But it's not.
I go back and I've already seen it, and then I realized when I met you, I'm like, oh, so I had to go back and watch it again. But yeah, we had a TV show called My Story, His Glory, and that's just letting us all know that the trials and the things that we've gone through can still be used for God's purpose. And so I know a lot of times, I mean, we all have bad stuff happen. We all have things that we assume are there, and they just beat us down. But really, what is, what we consider a mess is just beautiful. It's something that God can use to serve His purpose.
And it was an awesome feeling too to be a part of it. Like, I was blessed to be even a part of the show, along with my acting coach.
Yeah, we were excited to have you, so we were honored.
So,
and yeah, that's connected. And then it's amazing how worlds, I think, it's a small world, because then we both have the same passions, and then I'm working with We See Abilities and special needs, and that's exactly where you came in to kind of talk to people and to volunteer as well, because we work a lot with special needs. It doesn't matter. I mean, we all have issues. We all want to feel hope. We all want to feel love. And that's why I like the message of We See Abilities and Macy's Miracles, because it's about really and truly giving someone love and giving someone hope, no matter their circumstance. And so we want to do that. We do that through building them, getting them involved in the community, so they feel like they're giving back, because you get more than you give. So when any of this stuff that we do, we just are way more blessed than anything we could bless others with. So we get them to be out in the community so they can also have that feeling. And then we do sports with them and different activities to just show them that even though they have obstacles, they can still achieve the things they want to do.
Right. I want to read some comments, because people are commenting, and I don't want to leave people out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who said it? Melissa said, you have to train your children what God says about them and speak scripture in them. You have any a word on that from Melissa?
Can you say it again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
Melissa says, you have to train your children what God says about them.
For sure.
And speak scripture in them.
Absolutely. One of the things that I have to, look in the mirror and tell myself is truly God's truth, and that I am beautiful. I don't care what anyone else says about me. Again, I don't care what a pageant says about me. I don't care what other people think about me. My physical beauty or my inner beauty, I know who I am, and I know who God says I am, and I am His child. I am His queen, and I can look in the mirror every morning, and I can look in the mirror every night and be thankful and be happy with who I am. And we all got to do that. So as moms, as parents, as adults, we need to speak that into our children and give them that truth, give them scripture to stand on, so that they have that truth in them, so that they can go to that in times that they are being bullied, or that things are being brought against them.
Right. Then so that was Melissa's comment.
Okay.
I got more. Uh, let's see. Brenda said, "Amen,
Hi.
amen. We all need to come together to take a serious bullying. We need to love one another." From Brenda.
Absolutely. And one of the things, bullying is one thing, and it can be taken to really extreme. Another huge problem we have, that it's kind of a hush topic and people don't like to bring it up. There is a higher rate of suicide now because of the bullying. And we have people taking their own life because of stuff that somebody else has told them about themselves. And so it's really hard. And those are things that are hard to speak about, but they have to be addressed. And so again, we're all in this together. It takes a village. Of course, I'm going to do whatever I can do for my kids, but I'm also going to do for other people's kids. And I would hope that people would speak life and truth into my children as well.
Oh, that's cute. Sorry to interrupt. San Jujenta Escobar said,
Uh-huh.
"I love you, Whitney."
Oh, thank you.
Who's that?
Love you.
Who's San?
San Juanita.
Yeah.
She is another Texas queen. She is the Mrs. Texas Galaxy.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. She's actually in a veteran. She's in the military as well. So thank you for your service. And she is absolutely awesome.
And I see another one. People are commenting. This is cool. Um, Stephanie Hopkins said yes.
Awesome. Hi, Stephanie.
Uh, then
Okay. So Stephanie just won Mrs. Galaxy at the pageant I was at in Orlando. She is the current Mrs. Galaxy. You should interview her sometime too.
oh, what's your name again?
Stephanie Hopkins.
Stephanie Hopkins. Add me on
Yes.
Facebook. I would love to schedule you for an interview in the August schedule. I'm always scheduling guests every Wednesday. So get at me. Let me know. Send me a private message, and I'm gonna get. I'm gonna ask Whitney right now to tell you what this thing is all about. Go ahead, Whitney. Tell.
Absolutely. So basically, I mean, I'm here because Evan asked me, as far as his Wednesday wisdom, to get somebody else to come in and share. But he speaks on behalf of I'm Bully Free, but we really just want to address that we're all in this together, and how we can help our community and help others. Going back to Stephanie, her platform is domestic violence, and educating others on that. So that's something else. I mean, again, I said bullying becomes something even in our families. Like, it's not just at school, at work. So I think we all have a message, and I love that you bring people on the show to share their message, because we can't keep quiet. We have to help each other. We have to get out there and share. So that's what this is about every Wednesday night. And I just think it's fun to get in and get the comments and just kind of share with each other on ways that we can brainstorm to help each other, and just to get each of our messages out.
I like that message. I will answer that question in a second. Maria, hold on. So I'm kind of happy that I get to, bring guests to I'm Bully Free television. And the reason why is because it's not all about I'm Bully Free. It's all about it's bringing people in to talk about what they do as, anything. Because, look, I'm an actor and I love what I do. It's my passion. My passion was
You're good at it.
And my passion wasn't Kroger. My passion
Yeah.
wasn't sacking groceries. My passion was being an actor and doing what I love by advocating to all over the world. So,
And you're inspiration for that, because we know, I mean, you've done, like I said, I mean, and you might want to throw out there other acting. I know you from Ozark, but I mean, you may have other acting that you want to throw out there, but you push through your obstacles. I know you have the acting coach, and I think you say you struggle with, is it memorization of your
yes,
lines? Yeah,
Yes.
so I mean, we all have something. So speaking of the pageant world, I tell every people all the time. I know they don't believe me unless they've been at a pageant with me, but I really struggle with going on stage. I love doing platform work. I love interview. I love talking like this, but being on a stage for me, because I don't like the attention of being on stage, makes me clam up and get nervous. So we all have an obstacle, but to put myself in that situation is a victory for me because I'm making myself still do that. And I think that your passion is acting. And if you didn't do that because you had trouble memorizing your lines, then what, look at all the success that you would have missed because you've been successful in that. So I think that's a message for people to push forward in towards whatever dreams they have, and no matter their obstacle. The group I work with, we see abilities. One of the events we just did was at a rock climbing, Inspire Rock, and they did adaptive climbing. And these kids in wheelchairs and with physical limitations that never believed they could get on a rock climbing wall. And I mean, I was crying as we helped them to climb that wall and to beat that obstacle. Their smiles and just the success that they had, it was just, I mean, seriously, I was crying and we were all just clapping and cheering them on. And it was amazing. So I think, again, obstacles can limit us or obstacles can motivate us. And if we can use them to motivate us, then the sky's the limit. We have so much we can accomplish.
It's true. Sky is a limit, and I tell
Yeah.
people all that all the time. But I'm hoping, I don't know when, but I'm praying that, and I was thinking ever since the last event with resale abilities, I'm hoping to get involved even more with you guys.
Oh, there is so much opportunity. And that I keep posting on Facebook. I mean, I literally can't sleep sometimes thinking about it. I mean, we have so many trips coming up because, as far as planning, because we are moving the Mr. Wonderful pageant to Los Angeles. We have one coming. I mean, we have them just going up all over the United States. We have so much coming up. I don't even know. I'm so excited. So there's going to be so many opportunities, and we're going to have the iFly events, the Inspire Rock events, all of that coming up. Probably at least one event a month and all over in different areas to just give different people the opportunity. But yeah, anytime you want to help out, we are happy to have you. Just last night, we had the Houston Humanitarian Awards. Some very, very special people got recognized, especially Mythica Pickett, who is the head of We See Abilities. And, and when he stood up on stage, I mean, I feel the same way. We don't do it for recognition. He doesn't get up there because of that award. That award is not for him. That is award for everyone that he helps. And it's just, people give us, I saw this today, people give us awards, but God gives us our rewards. And we do this because we serve a mighty God and because we want people to feel his love. So we are so thankful that we have this opportunity to share love with so many people. So, and then anytime you want to get involved, like I said, we have a calendar of events, so you jump right in. And
Right.
anybody on, jump right in, message me and I'll get you plugged in because it warms my heart to be around this group. I mean, truly, all of the families in We See Abilities now, they feel like my family. Like my kids know that. I mean, we just feel like we want to be with these people and just do life with them. So we love it.
So, hey, Whitney, to tell everybody that's watching us on television, uh, can you tell, the last time I talked with Hailey Grafer, um,
Mm-hmm.
wait a second, talking about uh, how can we help the families to, uh, for their kids that have ill abilities. I don't call it disability, I'll call
Right.
it ill ability. And, and that's what I mentioned in my interview in Fort Worth. I have ill abilities.
Yeah.
And I have,
That I say that. Yeah.
yeah, but how would you tell, what would you tell the families uh, for their kids um, when they go back to school the very first day? Um,
Main thing to help is to treat them like you would any other individual. I mean, they are no different. They have the same hopes, the same dreams, the same likes, the same dislikes that we all have. And they just genuinely want to feel, I use normal, but in quotes, but to them, they just want to feel like every other kid. And so just for other people to talk to them as they would any other friend, because I think, again, that's the thing. We all just want to feel accepted and loved. And so, just treat them no different. As far as individual needs, every family has individual needs that, we can address as those come up. But in general, we just all want to make them feel included. No seclusion, inclusion. We want inclusion for everyone.
Right. So, Henry, talking about Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Wonderful
Yeah.
watching Justin.
He is.
Yep.
Oh, just the 2018, the 2017, Mr. Wonderful, Justin.
Justin, he's watching us.
I I adore Justin. I think I'm his biggest fan, and I'm going to tell you that I helped judge when he won Mr. Wonderful, and truly, I don't know how to describe his year, but I don't know if you know this, Justin, but he truly has inspired me beyond measure. Number one, because I saw from the moment he took the stage in 2017 until he gave up his title. Well, he didn't give up his title, but got it crowned a new Mr. Wonderful in 2018. His confidence grew like a million times. I mean, his confidence is amazing. He started a weight loss journey that is super inspiring, and he has been in the community more than anyone I know. And so he makes me want to be a better person, and he makes me want to serve more. So thank you, Justin, for that. And so, like I said, sometimes we think we're out there serving others, and really it's giving back to us tenfold. So I love you, Justin. Thank you for being on here.
And so, I know everybody's commenting, but I can't all the answers, but I want to let you guys know is that there's always hope. And please understand, we love you. We see Abilities loves you, and I believe free. If I wasn't doing what I was doing, I would be doing a live broadcast with Miss USA Galaxy. But I am, because I'm bringing awareness like every other organization. I'm not an organization. I'm a PB speaker and advocate for I'm bully free. But that's what we need. We need people like us to make a world a better place.
Yes. I mean, if we can't share what we have, then it's not worth having. And I bring up Mythiker a lot, but I've learned a lot from him too. And he made a comment one time, and this is exactly how I live each day now, that literally when I lay down to go to sleep at night, I ask God, is there anything else I can do for someone today before I go to sleep? I don't know. I don't care if it's a comment. I don't care if, a phone call, whatever it is. If there a prayer, if there is something else I can do for somebody today, let me know, because I am here to help others. And I think, I get asked all the time, how do you do what you do? How do you keep going? And that's what motivates me. I truly, it brings me joy, and I just love to do that for people. So if we all lived our lives worrying more about helping others than helping ourselves, then it would just be a much nicer environment for everyone.
So, hey, Brittany, I see something on your head. What is that?
What? Oh, my crown. Isn't it fabulous?
Can you tell people that big achievement?
It's funny because I never did pageants until I was an adult, till I was a Mrs. And I didn't even know they existed for Mrs. And I am so thankful I took that step. One of the things I want to tell anyone watching that's ever even thought about being in a pageant, or even maybe not thought about being in a pageant, but right in this moment, I'm going to tell you, you can be in a pageant, you can do it, you can spread your message. Because I think a lot of people may have that tiny thought, but no one's ever told them that they should or could, or that they would love it. And I just can't explain enough how much I love being in my pageant family. This crown especially is from the Galaxy pageant, and I literally found my home with that. There's a ton of different pageant systems, but I feel a true family in this. And you have a million sisters, as far as we're concerned, a million sisters who are all out there all over the world. I mean, at the Mrs. Galaxy in Orlando just a couple of weeks ago, I mean, we have people from Australia, the UK, Ireland, Bahamas, all over the United States. And so when we all spread out after it's over, it's like you have all these sisters and all this family all over the world, all working to share the message and each other's messages. So it's kind of nice to have that family. So I am super proud of this. But even when I'm not wearing this, we always say, you hear the saying, you're wearing your invisible crown. We should walk around like we have this microphone all the time to share our message.
This is true, and I believe what Whitney says. This is not all about me, but this is about Whitney. But I want to say a little bit, just a little.
You can say as much as you want. It's about you. It's your show.
Yeah. So I have, there's something going on uh, in a few weeks, actually. In 2 weeks, I, I'm doing a. Hold on, sorry, the dog. Um, so I'm doing in 2 weeks. I'm doing this event here in Cinco Ranch, and it it's a PB speaking engagement in the park, and so I get to do my first gig out there. Um, People are more than welcome to come out. I would love to engage with everybody. It's free, no charge, but there's a lot of restaurants uh, at the park. After my speech, after my 30 minutes is up, live worship band is going to be on stage right after me. But if you,
Oh,
yeah, so if you want to come out and join me, I would love. Sometimes I don't get a lot of people come to my presentations, like the people that I know. I mean, it'd be nice to have friends around, but but
well, you even if we're not, you have friends supporting you, I promise.
yeah, but I have to agree with that too. But I'm also next year I'm gonna do something really huge with a pop star, uh,
Oh, fun. Can you tell us?
Naya Marquez.
Oh, wow.
Naya is good. She's she got signed to a label, and she has a new song called Crush, and
Okay.
she's also against bullying too, and she's gonna have a bullying tour um, coming up soon. So uh, her manager got a hold of my talent agency to bring me to some of the dates with not.
That's awesome. And I what you said too. So most people would probably look at her and not assume that she had been bullied. And I don't think that people understand that it's not a certain look or a certain type that gets bullied. It can literally be anyone.
Yeah, it's everyone. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
but her music career is gonna hit the charts because she has a heart kind of like what you have, Whitney. Like she made a video called "Still Standing." That's on,
Hmm.
and it has to do with bullying. She has note cards that says "I'm pretty," and
Right.
I can't name all of them, but she had different words. And
Okay.
I yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say kind of like your video that you just did. What is that a new video you just did on your page?
Yes.
I like it's a strong message when you do things like that. It really gives a strong message that people can relate to.
And and the reason why I did that is because you know it happens in everyday life, and
Yeah.
people need people to love them and to tell them there's love and just knowing people exist. People do exist, uh, and people want to help. Just not uh, they're there to help for them to get over their depression, get over being overwhelmed, because there is hope on this earth to have people a part of these types of organizations
Right.
get involved.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I think more than love, I mean, we all love to hear that we're loved. Um, but I think another word, and I believe Mythica even talked about this yesterday, is even more than telling someone you love them, when someone tells you they believe in you and that they see something in you, it just gives people that confidence to keep going. You know, when somebody else, sometimes it's hard to believe in ourselves when we're feeling down or when we've been kind of pushed down. But when somebody else believes in us, it really, really gives us that boost that we need. So, but I love the videos. I'm actually working on it's going to be really cool. I can't tell all the details, but it's going to be a sort of a documentary slash video coming out about some of the hardships I've faced and how I've overcome. So I'm super excited about that. Um,
hey, Randy, hold on a
yeah,
second,
sure.
because hold on a second.
He's getting a phone call. I'm going to keep talking and tell everyone to message Evan and be on the show because he's awesome.
Okay, hey Crystal, you gotta hear this. Say what you just said to me, Whitney.
I said, everyone needs to call Evan and be on the show because he's awesome.
And Whitney was the girl from Cindy Davis' Presence, My Story, His Glory.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to keep talking while you're talking, but I am the co-host of a show called My Story, His Glory, co-hosted with Cindy Davis Evans. We are going to hopefully do another show, but we used to do shows where we interview people who were able to share their story and let others know that what we consider a mess or an obstacle can be used for God's glory. And so Evan was one of our first guests, actually. And anyway, it's just amazing how life circles around. And now I'm a guest on your show. But we'll have to pull up the TV station interview with you and your acting coach so everybody can see and repost that. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Crystal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Say one more time, Whitney.
Which part?
I'll put you on speaker. Are you there?
Which part?
What you just said.
About My Story, His Glory?
Yeah.
So when we interviewed you on My Story, His Glory, you were one of our first guests, and we were super honored. He came on to help share how his story and his obstacles.
She can't hear you.
There, but I really just want to learn more about Evan and what he's done. It's absolutely amazing, and really, really ask that you support Evan and that we support each other in the I'm Bully Free movement. Are you still there?
Yeah. She couldn't hear.
Okay. I was like, it kind of froze. I'm trying to not show you my big messy house behind me.
It's okay. Like earlier, I didn't want to show what this room looks like.
Yeah, I like, we have a joke in our house. So people, my sister, I think it was, actually named my house the Peace Palace, and it's so funny because my house is simply chaotic with my kids everywhere. I mean, we live here. Like, I don't make it where we're not lived in. It's messy, it's busy, but we love our chaos. And so, but sometimes when people come over, despite all the mess and chaos, they're like, we just feel so peaceful here. So anyway, our house is called the Peace Palace.
I like the Peace Palace.
Yeah.
But so you know what you just said about hope and dreams. It's the best feeling that everybody could have. Like people want to be basketball players. People want to be an actor. People want to get anything what they want to be, and
right.
It's a good feeling to have people in this world that want to do the stuff they like to do.
Right.
So your message is really inspiring. But what would you say to all the people here in the city of Houston, Texas, all the Houston surrounding areas? What would you say to give them inspiration?
Well, I'm going to say, first of all, because our audience here is way outside of Houston, so we can speak to everyone, because I know some of the people on here are much farther away than that. But I would say my message of hope that I want to say that a lot of people don't know about me is that I suffer from a chronic illness that I deal with on a daily basis. I've done this for 25 years, and a lot of people that have met and know me, some have no idea, some know my struggles, but either way, my message is no matter what your obstacle, persevere. Go after your passions. Go after your dreams. Do not let your obstacles become your identity and to push you down. Instead, you need to rise above, rise up, because my illness, I have chronic Lyme disease. I literally, people have no idea. There are days that I literally hurt so bad I can't barely function, and I'm in bed when people think I'm going all the time. I have episodes that used to be like seizure spells, like just stuff people don't even know. And I'm constantly having to deal with that, to battle with that, to keep going in my mind on a daily basis. And so we all have a struggle. We all have an obstacle. We may not share it with everyone. People may not be able to see it. I may not look sick to somebody else, but I am struggling on the inside. So we all have that. We don't know what someone else is going through. We have no idea what happened to them earlier in that day, the day before, anything else about them. So we need to be kind. Yeah. The bottom line is we need to be kind. There are going to be times that we're angry. There's going to be times that we're hurt. We can share that hurt. But in general, we need to be kind, because in the end, we all have the same goal, right? We all have the same goal to make it and to be loved. And just, it's just so hard, because, you know, it's so easy to react and to immediately assume something about somebody else, but we really don't know their story fully. And so the simplest thing I can say is be kind.
Right. And it's true. We have to be kind. And if you see my PSA up above this page, PB speaker and advocate, it says, be kind. What's it say? Be kind. Be a kind human.
Be a kind human. Yes. Be a kind human.
I
mean, yeah. I mean, really, that's what it boils down to. That's the simplest thing I can say, is to be kind.
And no matter where you're at, if it's at the movie theater or at the mall or at a grocery store, anywhere that you go, be nice. Be kind.
There are times in our, I mean, we're all human, and we're all going to fall, and we're all going to fail. And there may be those moments, but in the end, I mean, apologies, accepting apologies, and just loving one another. It's, you know, it's giving grace to one another, to be human. Right. And so I love that message. I know it sounds so cliche and so simple, but really be kind. I mean, we all have something we're going through, and we need to just.
And Whitney, another question too.
Yes.
What would you say to all the girls in all of the pageants? What would you tell them to about never giving up? I'm not a girl, but what would you say to encourage every single beauty queen?
In regards to pageants and Beauty Queen, my advice on never give up. So I came back for the second year trying to win Mrs. Galaxy this year in Orlando, because it was something I really wanted. And in my heart, I had to ask myself, if it's something I really want, then I'm going to go back next year. And to that whole never give up thing, you know, we can keep going. If the dream is still alive in us, don't give up. And I'm also going to say, in regards to pageants, if you don't win, don't give up on your passion. I am still out there serving my community, which is what I do this for, is for a platform to serve my community. So I cannot give up on that. No matter if I won the big crown or not, I'm still going to be out there serving as I would had I won that big crown. So that's my advice. If you want something bad enough and it's in your heart and it's your passion, just keep pushing forward. Let any obstacle, let any setback be motivation for you to do it again and again and again.
Right. So Henry, I just took a few pictures because I can put it tag you that
you took it talking. Make sure I'm not like or making a funny face. Okay, I approve.
Is that good?
Good.
How about this one?
I love you, Evan. You're so awesome. Okay, that's good.
Okay. So
you know what I love about this? I'm going to be honest. The reason I'm drawn to you and to this is because you're so real. Like, you are so genuine and you are so real. And back to the being kind, that's what we need. We need real, genuine people. It's hard to read people and to know who's being real a lot of times. And so it's easy to trust and then be burned by that. But you are genuine and you are real. And I love that.
That makes my heart, that makes my heart happy when somebody talks like that, it makes me smile.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Do you know anything about Teresa DiMario? Teresa
No. Teresa.
DEMAYO.
No.
She was at the what's it called? Mr. Wonderful. She was there.
Okay. I may know her, but I may not know her name right. I might recognize her.
So
Um,
she has an organization called Be Strong,
okay.
and I interviewed her like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But her message was sad. It made me cry because uh, she overcame her symptoms. Uh, what she's doing now. She she was bullied as a girl, and it it made me want to cry. It made me
Yeah.
cry because she overcame her symptoms through being uh, a strong girl here on this earth, making a difference.
Yeah.
Be strong.
But see, you crying, you saying it made you want to cry, that goes back to my comment just before. That's genuine. You really mean what you're doing here. If a story can touch you like that, that's the whole point. You really care about people. Um, so we appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you, Whitney.
You're welcome.
So,
Oh, wait.
like anybody else, you know, I'm Bully Free is a great organization, and we would love to do a lot of a lot of events. Once in a while, we don't get all these events because people don't consider us, but it'd be awesome to team up with We See Abilities. And
Yeah.
I say great things to my director about We See Abilities. Uh, I see that you guys do a lot of trips and fun stuff, and even my acting class. We want to take some trips too.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I am so thankful that I found or God brought me We See Abilities, and we have I mean, saying trips, like we do take fun trips with the kids, but then we also get money together and take ourselves to do planning trips and things like that. So our minds are always going, and we're always thinking of new things. But we would love to have you partner with us, and let me know of any events you have with I'm Bully Free and however we can help. My kids, one of the things I tell people about serving, you have to teach your kids that as well. We try to do things as a family because I serve, but I am a wife and a mom. And it's not about me serving, it's about my whole family serving. So, any events you have, my whole family was at Mr. Wonderful, and we love to go together. And my kids are at the age where bullying is a huge issue. And so, to have them getting out and serving others makes me happy and helps them learn a lesson as well.
And I like that message too. I want to talk a little bit of that. Every time we do a television live broadcast, if it's here on this page, PBN Advocate, or I'm Bully Free page, if you see us live on Facebook, don't make my guests feel uncomfortable. We don't need that. So
Yeah.
if you make them feel uncomfortable, guess what happens? I have the rights to do it. Block. I can
Yeah.
block you. I can block your comments from, and you won't be allowed to.
Well, and that's what you can. That's the good news about social media. As fast as people can bully you on social media, at least you are able to block because we don't have to engage in that and we don't have to watch that. Um, I mean, the social media bullying is huge. I mean, from what they say to people do the passive aggressive posts that try to hurt other people's feelings. And so, I mean, there's a ton of that out there, and you just have to be a strong person and then block it. You don't have to, submit yourself to that. So I love that you just say block. So, yeah.
So I'm really happy to have Whitney a part of this, and I'm so blessed what God has done for us for I'm Bully Free and PB Speaker and Advocate. I'm thankful for the people in my career as in my life. You know, I get to speak to people with disability and abilities. Uh, I get to speak to them what life is about and just coping with them and just talking about the because look at me.
Yeah. Your success speaks for itself. You've overcome so much for your success. So
I for me I when I was going through education through first to 11th grade, I was in special education, and I took in speech therapy. Can you hear me? You're frozen. I believe she's frozen. What happened? I would love to do that, Miss Vanessa. Let's see. I tried to talk to Whitney, but I don't know what happens. Uh, I wanted to end the show with a positive note. Let's see if she can call back. I see. Let's see if she. Oh man, she left. Whitney! She left me. I'm sad. There she is.
I didn't leave you. It like froze and then you disappeared. So I don't know what happened.
I was a little sad, but
I was like, Evan. I thought me, but is it 9 o'clock yet? By the way.
let me look. Yeah, actually it is. So let me end the show.
Okay, yeah, because I need to get my kids to bed soon. I am the mom. Got work tomorrow, but I love being with you guys. But I do.
So
I see my son just ran in here. Like you had dogs barking. I have kids running around. So
thank you for viewing us tonight. Next week will be me talking about my acting career.
that
But
I am gonna tune in because I want to hear all about. And I'm gonna go tonight when I go to bed. I'm gonna go watch Ozark again.
I guess who the host is? Mr. Bud Collier. He's gonna be interviewed.
Oh, that's fun.
And
I comment on here for you to interview Aaron. He was one
I
of
would
the
love
contestants. He is amazing. So we had our event last week. We went to the the $1 million flag football game down in Houston between the ex-pros, and it was awesome. But Aaron got interviewed. We all were on doing a KHOU TV spotlight, and Aaron got interviewed, and he spoke so well, and his message is so strong. So get with her. She commented on our post, and make sure you have Aaron on your show because he is wonderful. Like he's one of Mr. Wonderful, but seriously, he's amazing. He's done so much fundraising for We See Abilities and Mr. Wonderful, and I mean, just amazing family, amazing kids. So take advantage. I truly believe we need to give more credit to our kids that are out there serving because again, that's where it's going. You know, we need them to learn that and do that. So for sure, have him on. He's awesome.
give a shout out to Cardasana.
Yes.
Cardasana is awesome.
Yeah.
Tina Chandler too. So Tina Chandler, Cardasana.
Yeah. Oh, they're awesome. I haven't seen them in a while, but I'm going to be doing an event with the Night of Superstars with them in New York. So we have like so much fun stuff coming up, and got to just keep going, never slow down. I mean, my dad passed away almost 2 years ago, or about a year and a half ago. And he used to tell me, he's like, I love that you know you can't help everybody in this world, but you are optimistic enough to wake up every morning and try. And that's truly how I live my life. Like I said, I mean, I know I can't reach everyone, but we are a village and together we can reach so many. So thank you for having me and letting me share my message and talk with you guys and for everybody that joined.
So, Whitney has to go because she has to tuck in her kids.
Thank you,
So,
though. Appreciate you. And we will talk soon.
love ya.
Love you. Bye. I don't know.
Oh, I think I have to do.
Stop it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Uh, so grateful to be a part of Line Bully Free Television. If you'd like to be a part of this uh, broadcast, please, you're more than welcome. Call 832-236-0692. Again, one more time, 832-236-0692. We would love you to come on the television. We would love to talk to your organization. We would love to uh, do anything that you want us to talk about. The only things we talk about is bullying awareness, bringing stuff to this society, because people need a lot of inspiration, and we should bring that to the world. And love you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Whitney. We love you, Whitney. I gotta like her comment. I just pinned Whitney's comment. I'm so blessed to have her a part of the show. Um, I'm thankful. So guys, I'm tired myself, and I think I'm gonna shut off the lights and call it a night. So thank you so much, and if you want to be a part of this television broadcast, more than welcome to. Talking to you, beauty queens out there, sports athletes, musicians, entertainers, clowns, anything. We are entertainers, right? So let's bring the entertainment to television. Have a good night. Love you. Sleep dreams. Repost, share this video to your pages, whatever page. Let's bring awareness together. And yeah. Thank you, Melissa. Hope to interview you too. Please, everybody, I'm filling up my August schedule. So let's schedule you in. Send me a private message in my inbox. Evan George Vorzers. And I will want that in description right now. I just commented, guys. I commented my full name. Message me. Private direct message is easier for me to stay in contact with you. I would love to schedule you guys in for our weekly Wednesday Wisdom schedule. Have a good night. Love you. Mm-hmm.